Dave Rennie's first major move as All Blacks coach wasn't naming his first squad or choosing his captain. It was choosing the men who would help shape everything that comes next. And when Rennie confirmed his coaching team through to the 2027 Rugby World Cup, it became clear this was far more than a normal coaching announcement. This was a statement of intent. In international rugby, coaching appointments reveal everything about a head coach's vision. They tell you what areas he believes needs fixing, what style of rugby he wants the team to play, and what kind of culture he wants to build. Out of the previous coaching group, only one coach remained. Everyone else was replaced. That immediately told New Zealand rugby fans one thing: Dave Rennie is building the team his way. When you look at the names he brought in, Neil Barnes, Jason Ryan, Tana Umaga and Mike Blair, it became obvious this isn't just a collection of big names. Every coach has been selected for a reason. Every coach brings something specific, and together they form a coaching unit designed to strengthen every major area of the All Blacks game. This is not about rebuilding for the sake of change. This is about rebuilding with purpose. And if Rennie has got his appointments right, this coaching group could become the foundation of the All Blacks' next great era. Because in New Zealand rugby, the expectation is never just to compete. The expectation is to dominate. That has always been the All Blacks standard, and right now, Dave Rennie is trying to restore it. The first appointment that caught people's attention was Neil Barnes. For some fans, Barnes may have not been the big headline name people expected, but inside New Zealand rugby, he is highly respected. Barnes and Rennie already have a history together from their time at the Chiefs, and that matters a lot at international level. Trust is everything in a coaching environment. There's no time to slowly build relationships or figure out how people work. International rugby moves too quickly for that. Rennie needed coaches he could trust immediately, coaches who could understand his standards and his expectations. Barnes fits that perfectly, but his value goes beyond familiarity. He has built a coaching reputation around discipline, detail and structure. His work within Taranaki, where he guided them to the unbeaten NPC title-winning season in 2021, showed exactly what he can do when systems are clear and standards are high. Barnes is especially known for his expertise around lineouts and forward structure, and in modern Test rugby, lineouts are one of the most important parts of the game. They control territory, possession and attacking opportunities. A dominant lineout can create pressure and scoring chances, while a poor lineout can kill momentum instantly. The All Blacks have had strong periods in this area, but there have also been times when it's let them down under pressure. Rennie clearly sees this as an area that needs improvement, and Barnes is his answer. What Barnes brings is not flashy or exciting in the traditional sense, but it is crucial. He brings structure, he brings consistency, and in Test rugby, consistency is often more valuable than brilliance. Big moments win games, but consistency wins tournaments. While Barnes focuses on precision and technical detail, Jason Ryan brings something very different: physical dominance. Ryan was the only coach Rennie retained from the previous All Blacks coaching team, and that says everything about how highly regarded he is. In a full coaching reset, Ryan stayed, but that wasn't by chance. That was because his value is too important to lose. Ryan built his reputation with the Crusaders, where he developed one of the most dominant four-packs in Super Rugby history. Under his coaching, the Crusaders become known for their powerful scrums, dominant mauls, and relentless physicality. Their identity carried over when Ryan joined the All Blacks, and the improvements in the forward pack became obvious. The modern game became incredibly physical. Teams like South Africa, Ireland, and France have shown their skill alone is not enough to win at the highest level. The physical battle comes first. Win the collisions, and you've got yourself control of the game. Lose them, and you spend much of the match under pressure. That's why Ryan is so important. He gives the All Blacks the ability to compete physically with the biggest and strongest teams in the world rugby. He gives them edge, aggression and forward authority. Those things are non-negotiable in today's game. If the All Blacks want to return to the top, they need to dominate physically again, and Ryan is the central to that mission. Then there's Tana Umaga, and this appointment feels significant for more than just rugby reasons. Tana Umaga is not just a former All Black. He's part of the All Blacks history. 74 Test caps, a former captain, and one of the most respected leaders to ever wear the black jersey. His return to the All Blacks environment as defence coach carries weight because he understands exactly what the jersey means. But Rennie hasn't brought him back because of the playing legacy. He has brought him back because of his coaching journey and what he brings now. Umaga has coached provincial level, Super Rugby level with the Blues, internationally with Samoa, and most recently with Moana Pacifica. That range of coaching experience matters because it gives him a broad understanding of different systems, player personalities, and styles of rugby. Defence in modern rugby is no longer just about making tackles. It is about organisation, communication, trust, and decision-making under pressure. Defensive systems can make or break terms at the highest level. The best defensive teams in the world are connected, disciplined, and ruthless. That's what Umaga has brought in to strengthen. But beyond tactics, he also brings leadership, presence, and standards. Those qualities matter deeply inside the All Blacks environment. Standards drive performance, and Tana Umaga understands the standards of the black jersey better than anyone else. He has lived them, he has captained them, and now he is responsible for helping rebuild them. In World Cup rugby, defence wins championships, and Umaga's influence in this area could become one of the most important parts of Rennie's entire setup. And the final piece of the coaching puzzle is Mike Blair, and in many ways, this might be the most fascinating appointment of them all. Blair brings something different, an outside perspective. New Zealand rugby has often relied heavily on its own systems and coaching pathways, but Rennie has deliberately gone outside of that by bringing in a former Scotland international with 85 test caps and extensive Northern Hemisphere coaching experience. That matters because the Northern Hemisphere has changed world rugby in recent years. Ireland, France and Scotland have all developed highly effective tackling systems, and understanding how those systems work is hugely valuable. Blair's previous working relationship with Rennie is another important factor. They already understand each other's rugby philosophies, and what makes implementation faster and smoother. As a former halfback, Blair's rugby brain is built around tempo, decision-making and attacking flow. Halfbacks see the game differently. They control the pace, the shape, and often the outcome of attacking phases. That makes Blair an ideal attacking coach. The All Blacks have already got the talent. Their attacking weapons are among the best in world rugby. What Blair brings is the ability to sharpen those weapons and build attacking systems that make them even harder to stop. Sometimes the difference between a good attack and a great attack is not talent, it's structure and timing. Blair's role is to elevate that. When you step back and look at the coaching team, the balance becomes very clear. Barnes brings structure and detail. Ryan brings physicality and forward dominance. Umaga brings defensive strength and leadership. Blair brings attacking innovation and fresh ideas. Together, they cover every major part of the modern game. That balance is what makes this group so interesting. It isn't overloaded in one area. It isn't built on star power alone. It is balanced, and balance wins at the highest level. The reality of international rugby today is that being great in one area is no longer enough. South Africa dominate physically. Ireland dominate through structure and precision. France dominate through attacking unpredictability. To beat teams like that, the All Blacks need to be complete. They need to match physically, maintain discipline, defend with structure, and attack with confidence. That's what this coaching group has been built for. Rennie understands that modern rugby has evolved, and the All Blacks must evolve with it. This coaching team reflects that understanding. Now the pieces are in place, the coaches have been chosen, the vision is clear. The real work begins now. And if this group delivers on its potential, this coaching announcement won't be remembered as just another media release. It will be remembered as the moment the All Blacks began their climb back to the top of world rugby. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, share and subscribe for more All Blacks context, rugby breakdowns and the biggest stories in world rugby. Thanks for watching guys, and see you next time. Peace!